What's up, YouTube? All my haters and trolls out there that love to fuck with me. I haven't done a video for you guys since last year. Mainly because, I'm not that interesting, in my opinion. And I'm pretty much, pretty far off season right now. You can tell by the size of my head. It's freaking even bigger than normal. Current weight's about 270. It fluctuates between 270 and 278. Depending on calorie intake, which is the kind of point of this video. I did a little experiment. I ran some different things. I went off THRT. I ran some different things for 10 weeks, and I'm back on HRT now. But during that time, my weight went from like 250 to it's currently the 270 mark on my experiment. And so I got a lot of questions about what I was eating. And I gotta tell you, it's been a struggle. I'm trying to eat 5,000 calories, all pretty much of which are clean, and it's not easy. Like, it was much easier when I was younger. It was hard in 2008 when I was at my biggest. Back in 2008, before my motorcycle accident, I was competing top of the heavies, the bottom of the super heavies, and I was weighing, the day of the accident, I weighed 272 pounds, and you can see my abs. Today at 272 pounds, you can't see my abs. I'm also 46, gonna be 47 this year. So basically I'm gonna do like a kind of a day of what I'm eating and what I'm doing with the food. Mondays are pretty easy. Tuesdays are pretty easy. Wednesdays are a little hard. Thursday and Friday are the most difficult because I just train like shoulders on Thursdays, for example, and I do bis and tris on Friday. I've been doing that split for years. And I know the weekend's coming, and the weekends I don't diet. I just eat whatever I want. So my calories are really, really low on the weekends. But Thursday and Friday are definitely a challenge. Sometimes I end up missing a couple meals. Like I might miss this smoothie I'm drinking right now. I drink a smoothie before I go train. It's pretty tasty too. So I'm gonna start filming kind of what I'm eating. It'll be boring as fuck. It is what it is. You guys like it. You don't. I don't care. But let's get to it. All right, what's our weight today? Oh, same as before. That's good. Excuse me. So what I do is wake up about 6:30, walk on the treadmill, just real light cardio, nothing fancy. Kind of stimulate the appetite. And I'm not really burning fat, just trying to get the energy, get the blood moving and get me hungry. And 7 o'clock, kids still sleeping, so I just make this quick little shake, and it's a cup of milk, 1 scoop of protein. I'll add some water to thin it up to mix it. And I'll get this in so I get in those branched chain amino acids and kind of get the body started. Eventually the kid will wake up, get her to preschool, and then I'll come back and I'll actually make that first real meal, and that'll happen at around 9 o'clock. I'll be eating it by then. So this is kind of the first meal of the day, and I guess it's a meal. I mean, there's some real food in there. I could use egg whites, and I've done that. The problem is the egg whites and the milk together foam up really bad, and it doesn't taste very good. So this is one of the few shakes I do. Meal number 2 right now. I didn't weigh the potatoes this morning. I forgot. They're usually about 6 to 8 grams, I believe. No, ounces, ounces. Half an avocado. That's 3 ounces of turkey deli. It's pretty lean, clean. Avocado's a little bigger than I usually get. I don't know why I got that giant avocado. Egg-wise, it's half a cup of egg whites and 2 whole eggs. Of course, the vitamins, water. Now, sometimes I do put ketchup on these potatoes right here sometimes. I might today, actually, now that I said it. So, meal 2. I'm kind of giving you guys something extra. Meal prep, one of the meals for the week. Chicken. Yes, it's chicken in there. It's off season for me, so I don't like to eat too much chicken breast. You know, I do maybe twice a week tops, but I just don't like it because it's dry and kind of just fucking nasty after a while. So this is chicken drums, legs, but the bone's been removed. And I'll open this up and show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like when it comes out of the crock pot. And we're gonna measure out 7 ounces, I believe it is. Not easy to do it one hand, by the way, but we do it. It's all for YouTube, right? Depending on how much I buy will determine how many meals I get out of it. So that's close enough. 7.10. 7 ounces is what it's supposed to be, but you know, I can go a little over. We're not competing. So what I'll do is I'll fill all these Tupperwares up, probably 3, and let me show you what the meal looks like when it's all actually, you know, with the rice. So basically, I only got 3 meals out of that, and I kind of knew by when I bought it and the weight on the packaging. They only had like 2 packages. One was really big, and one was like medium size. I'd like to get 4 to 5, so I got 3 meals plus the finished product right here. Now you notice I weigh the food after it's cooked. You lose water. That's a 1.5 cups of rice, and I turned on this chicken in the crock pot at 3 o'clock in the morning because I don't sleep anyway. And this will last me. This is actually perfect because it's Tuesday for me. So yeah, this is a week of food. Perfect. I couldn't have planned it any better. So there you go. This is my 11:30 meal. And then after this, I've got another one, then I go train. So this is pre-workout meal, usually about 1:30, and I'm in the gym by 1:45, 2 o'clock. Depends on which one I drive to. Again, this meal is really not different than my 7 o'clock meal. The difference only is some berries. I used to use the ones from Walmart, but I went to Winco. So again, 1 cup of milk, pretty simple. I'm going to do 1 cup of these berries. And by the way, that's just regular whole milk. So my kid drinks. I drank it as a kid. I don't have a problem with the extra fat. And I'll add some water to this, obviously, to thin it out. I'm not going to bother blending it for you because it's too loud. Because you all know what a smoothie looks like. And that is the difference. The only difference between the 7 a.m. meal and this meal is the berries. And the berries make it a smoothie. They give it a different texture. They don't have, there's no foam, nothing. It's completely different. And it only adds about 17 grams of carbs, if I remember right. So yeah, that's right, 17 grams. So again, this is 1:30, and I have an intro workout drink, which I'll show, a post-workout drink, and then I go back to solid food, and you'll see it all. I'll show it to you. Peace. Shake is the most complicated of all the shakes because it has 1 cup of Powerade in it, 5 grams of creatine, 5 grams of branched amino acids, 5 grams of essential amino acids. It also has this scoop of this, I think it's 8 grams of collagen flex. What else we got here? L-citrulline and ribosine, a scoop of each of that. It also has, sorry for the blur there, I forgot how much this is. 3 grams, 5 grams. I don't remember. 3 grams. 3 grams of taurine. 5 grams of leucine. It's a little high actually. And the bane of my existence, beta-alanine. This is almost empty. I'm just trying to get rid of it now. I hate beta-alanine. There's another 3 grams, I think, of that in there. And I'm trying to get rid of this now debunked Intra MD Mountain Dog stuff. Normally I use this from True Nutrition, Citraldexlin carb, or whatever the hell you call it. It also has some amino acids and stuff in it as well. Lemon flavor. And then I also have some regular dextrose carb powder I sometimes use. So this is the most complicated one to make. And does it make a difference? Hell, I don't really fucking know. Probably does with other supplements like insulin, which I don't currently take. But either way, it tastes good, and I enjoy it. And like I said, I'm trying to get rid of this old, now debunked, known to be fake, Prime Nutrition Intra MD carb. I have a post-workout shake, and this is hydrolyzed casein, 1 scoop, casein, 1 scoop, and 1 scoop of just regular whey concentrate protein. It comes out to about 75 grams of protein, and I'll drink this right after I train. In years past, I used to have some peanut butter after this meal, but this thing just tastes like shit and really fills me up, and I'm not really into eating after it. So this is like, what meal number would this be if we were counting all the shakes too? So this would be like the 6th thing I put in my body if you considered the Intra Shake a meal, which it technically isn't. I'm not even sure this is considered a meal, to be honest with you. But this is the 6th thing that I put in my body. And this will probably go down after I train. Training legs today, so that's going to be about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So figure 3 o'clock-ish, 3:30 the latest. This will go down. And then I'll probably slam in something else around 5. We'll see how it goes today. We're at the 6 o'clock meal, and I can't make and film, but it's a can of tuna, a couple eggs, pickle, mustard relish, and there's some bread. Let me put it together and show what it looks like when I'm done. And probably one of my more fun meals of the day. And just something different. I actually hate tuna, but this has been working pretty well. Let me put it together for you. Hold on. So the bread is this Artisano, something I get at Walmart, Artisano. Anyway, not a ton of mayonnaise, just a tablespoon and a half, a couple of pickles, and I'll add 2 more pickles to this one, and I'll put the bread on it, and it makes a pretty good sandwich. And this is my my 6 o'clock meal, and my 8 o'clock meal is ground beef and rice, which is the hardest meal to get down. So this is kind of tasty. It's not bad. Not a big tuna fish fan. I recommend not using the Great Value, but get a little better brand tuna. But this works for now. All right, this meal is at about 8 o'clock at night. It's my biggest meal that I eat. Not my biggest calorie meal, but my biggest, quantity and size. It's 8 ounces of lean ground beef with a cup and a half of rice. And again, no vegetables. I get the vegetables from a greens powder now. There's just not enough room in my stomach for all of this. And it's about 8 o'clock, so sometimes I get as late as 9 though. Okay, so this meal I've been eating at night, I used to eat it before the gym. It's very, very heavy on the calories. This stuff really tastes like crap, but it doesn't taste too bad when you add berries. And I added in there, as you can see, some 1 cup of oatmeal and 1 cup of unsweetened applesauce. along with the berries. And then there's going to be 4 scoops of this. I'm not going to mix it up and let you listen to it. It's too loud. But you get the point. And I believe this meal is about, I think it's like 1,100 calories. And I do this one before bed. Any hunger I have takes it right away. I mean, literally, it's gone. Will I move this meal in the future to, I don't know, post-workout? Possibly. But right now, I don't have any problems digesting it. It mixes really easily. I just drink it and go to bed at midnight. So, yeah, that's the final day of eating. Last meal.